was about who was a candidate, and why aren't you drawing that?
Well, we each run our own campaigns, and I always knew this was going to be competitive, and I want to have a great debate in the primary and caucuses around the country, and that's what I'm looking forward to.
All right, there she is. Just an average woman standing there at the coffee stand or whatever with a drink in her hand of coffee and no one else around her. That's how anybody else would exist. John McLaughlin, partner, McLaughlin and Associates, Republican pollster and strategist, joins us. Hey, John, good to see you.
Steve, it's great to see you and be with you today.
Well, appreciate it. Okay, so the latest news, your polling results from a survey done in late June shows that a winning message for Republicans would be to have this resonate. Hillary would be a third Obama term.
Exactly. Because in that survey, which was done in June 22nd, we were out of the field, Hillary Clinton's numbers were getting a little better. In May, she was a 46-46 favorable to unfavorable, very polarizing, just like Obama. But in June, she was 49 favorable, 45 unfavorable. And what's bad about that is the president has not been right side up in terms of his job approval since the 2012 election. He's been a net negative on job approval that whole time, which allowed the Republicans last November to capture the Senate, expand the House, take more governorship, because his policies are still failing. The country, in that same poll, the majority of voters, 2/3, 64-28, said the country was in the wrong direction, headed on the wrong track. The president had a 46 positive job approval, 52 negative. That 52 negative would demolish Hillary Clinton because her votes are linked to that. Clinton, if you disapprove the job Obama's doing, you dislike Hillary Clinton. 72% are unfavorable, 23 favorable. If you're favorable to Obama, if you support him, you like Hillary 79-15. The bottom line is, if you like Obama and the job he's doing, you're going to vote for Hillary. If you dislike the job, you should be voting against Hillary. And there's 23% of basically her vote that dislikes the job Obama's doing, but they're hanging in there with her. They like her. They're favorable to her. So if she can hold those favorables who disapprove the job Obama's doing, she'll be able to pass the Republicans, get reelected, help the Democrats take seats in the House and the Senate. So we have to stop that. We have to cut that off. And it's a simple thing. Just remind people what a bad economy we have right now, in spite of what the president says. It's not good. The security around the world, we're not winning against ISIS. Iran's still on their way to develop a nuclear weapon. Americans have a lot to be uneasy about, and she's been a proponent of those policies and is now running for the nomination, expounding those same policies, which are failing.
Yeah, absolutely, because she would have to separate. It would force her to separate herself and talk about how she's different than Barack Obama. You're absolutely right, and I just hope that that the Republicans understand that. Having said that, I just caught a glimpse, of Hillary was interviewed on CNN by Brianna Keilar, who, by the way, attended a very high-level Clinton campaign wedding just not too long ago. So I wonder if, I don't know if she, at least in the preliminary release of the bits and pieces of the interview, I didn't hear her reveal that, but it has been revealed in the media by others. Nonetheless, Hillary already talking about how Donald Trump represents the Republicans and none of them want immigrants to have a path to citizenship, and they're all in the same camp and they're all in the same boat, and she's going to tout the immigrants that she knows and they deserve a path. In other words, can she play this game? Is Donald Trump, and believe me, I like Donald Trump a lot, is this now because the media has made it into it, and I think a lot of the Republican candidates have made it into it, and George Will said this, that he's the new Todd Aiken. Is that really what's happening here? And the whole Republican Party is going to be called the convention of Donald Trumps when it comes to immigration?
No, I don't think that's. I don't think that's true. I know Mr. Trump 4 years ago, when he was thinking of running, we put together a plan for him. This time I took a pass on his campaign, but I wish him well. But I think the establishment attacks on Donald Trump are backfiring. He's now in second place nationally and in the early states. And if they keep attacking him for wanting to secure the borders and for wanting to fix the immigration problem, the Republican establishment may end up putting him in first place. And then there'll be real panic. And Hillary Clinton knows that, so she's playing into that. She would much rather attack the Republicans for flippant remarks by Donald Trump than have to defend her support of Barack Obama. Because the interesting part, I think, about Hillary is once she secures the nomination, she'll be running as far as she can from Barack Obama. I mean, recently she was telling Jewish donors that she disagrees with the president's negotiations with Iran. She was saying that in private while she was trying to raise money. So I think Hillary's going to end up running from Obama, and the Republicans, they need to get what Trump has shown them is you really need a plan that's going to secure the borders and fix the immigration program. And that's why he's gaining support. And
these, you know, the murder of that poor woman in San Francisco and some other murders now that are coming forward are sure to help him along. But let me ask you, because I had not heard that before. Is this something you heard from somebody? You know, someone told you that they were in attendance when Hillary said this, that she... go ahead.
It was reported in the media.
Okay, because I missed that.
It was in a Politico
Gotcha. Okay,
by the way, our poll numbers, if you want to see them, they were printed on the 29th on National Review Online, and they're also on our website on McLaughlinOnline.com.
Great, McLaughlinOnline.com.
They can see.
We will have everybody check that out. Always great to talk to you, my friend. Thank you very, very much.
Steve, thank you very much. Keep up the great work.
All right, you too, and we'll speak to you soon. John McLaughlin, ladies and gentlemen. Interesting, and it's a brilliant strategy. Point out that Hillary will be Barack Obama and make her differentiate herself if that's not the case, and that's an interesting strategy indeed. All right, when we come back, Jonathan Tobin joins us from Commentary Magazine. Don't go away.